some kind of yarny shit.
We're going to DFW, Dallas Fiber Fest, Dallas Fort Worth Fiber Fest. And we will be videoing a little bit along the way up, and we'll be videoing while we're there, and then we'll see you on the flip side when we edit and add more content when we're home. But here we go. Because Liz inspired me, I had to come see Chicken Coop Dye Works personally. And y'all, it's DK and it's the most beautiful green ever.
Yeah, that's
and look at this. Look at that. Just what?
Had her house the other day, and I was like, I love that. Where'd you get it?
Just
and then she said, oh, you saw it.
Cannot get over. Look at this. Just so beautiful. And even this orange, just, oh. Okay. This might need to be like a sweater, y'all. Just look at that. Just.
Oh, she did. It's right there.
It's so good.
I didn't know if you brought any slop with you. So, yay!
And I actually got 3.
And then look over here. This is so hard not to take home with me. They're radiant. And look at this one. This is the one I want. Look at that. Like, I don't even know how she does this, but I want this in my life. I want a sweater where it starts with this and ends in this. Oh, so good.
And those shoes, they don't overturn as the niche.
I went 5 years.
I see that.
See if I can find Tania.
Oh, Tania's here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Erica Fairclough, I'm looking for you. We have a prize winner. Her name is Erica Fairclough. Please come to the information desk. Erica Fairclough.
Hi, Kywin. And here is our beautiful, we're videoing all of this wonderfully. Here's our beautiful friend Kywin from Austin, Texas, all the way up here in Dallas, doing a yarn show. And what are you doing?
Just trying to sell you.
She's selling yarn. That's what she does in Austin. She didn't have to come all the way to Dallas to do this, but she did.
You're welcome. Okay.
Now,
I'm going to work, but I'm busy.
what are you wearing?
Oh, it's a Castilla, whatever the vest.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, work.
I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be something I could do.
You absolutely could. So the particular assigned pooling stitch in here is it's a sprout stitch.
Okay.
And
So,
I haven't said that.
I'm Dawn Barker. My yarn company is Barker Wool, and it's a family business. Dale helps me out quite a bit too, and so do our kids. They're 19 and 21, so they help out quite a bit. I created the concept of assigned pooling, and assigned pooling is a technique where you use a specially dyed skein of variegated yarn in order to isolate a texture stitch within that color change in the yarn.
Valerie is a big fan of your
Well, thanks.
pooling.
Thank you. Thanks. So it's something that I just wanted to come up with a different way to, instead of treating
Something
pooling like
unique.
an eyesore, which is usually how people think of pooling, I wanted to try to come up with something that was easy to apply to other shapes, that was a feature instead of something that you were trying to hide. And so that's how assigned pooling came to be. And so I have a whole range of colors.
And now, is this assigned pooling
It is.
or?
Yeah.
So, okay. So we need to
self-awareness.
look up here.
Like
This
self-awareness.
is a sign pooling. Okay.
That sweater is called Yano, is the name of the pattern, and it uses. You can see in the sweater that when you knit along in the background color, when you come to that color change in the yarn, then you change what you're doing and you apply a different texture to it. And so I have currently probably 20 or 25 published patterns that use this concept, and now I'm starting to move from doing things with simple background textures to more complex. Like I'm combining different styles of knitting with design pooling. Like for instance, I'm doing lace and design pooling
I
together.
like that.
Thanks. And this one is slip stitch color work and design pooling together. So I'm trying to push it in new directions.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to see a lot of your stuff because I know a knitter.
You know a knitter?
Or
You're married
two.
to, how blessed are you that you are married to a knitter?
I am married to a queen of Yarnia, which makes me a prince consort of Yarnia, which means I know a thing or two about yarn, but I don't want to touch it.
Oh.
Hey, that's like having cats. Cats you can look at, but you don't have to own a cat to go, oh, that's a cute cat. No.
Dale knits.
Good for you, Dale. Do my share.
I live in West Texas. If I don't have a hat with this head, unlike you,
He gets cold.
I
and
don't
so
have hair up there.
If I refuse to make him a hat, then he has to make his own. But
See,
The West Texas wind makes you very cold.
there's a story about men and their hair. Men who are bald in the front are thinkers. And they're always rubbing on the hair off because they're always thinking. The men who are bald in the back are lovers. And they're rubbing their hair off on the bed.
okay.
Men who are bald from the front to the back think they're lovers.
Do you? Okay.
Yes.
That must be. I must be number 3.
Are
I
like,
don't think he recorded me. He knew we'd have to edit the whole
no,
thing.
I recorded everything.
Okay.
I've been at this for over 2.5 hours. She's got a lot of editing, but what's going to wind up happening, I'm thinking, is she's going to take all of my interviews, and when we are, Hill Country Weavers, see the interview with Dawn, and click on this link, and you can watch that. So otherwise, we are going to have the world's longest visit with Nana and Papa.
Right.
But it's not actually these are an excursion with Nana and Papa, so it's its own separate video, and it's still going to have the interviews cut out and separated, or it's going to be.
Anytime anybody makes footage, you end up with 10 hours to get 10 minutes. So it's it's what it is.
God loves us all, everyone.
That's the truth.
Tiny Tim.
Cheers. Be safe.
And now I want to make the next one. Hey!
I saw you
Look,
talking earlier.
look at you. Oh,
No, get me in. No.
how you doing, beautiful?
I'm good. How are you?
I am hurting for certain.
Oh, well, sit down.
Oh, if I sit down, I don't know how I'm gonna.
Okay,
I think sit down is the final
help
swan
you out.
song.
I'll help you out.
I am good. How are you? So, RMR. What is the RMR for?
It's our mother's initials. Her name was Rocio Micaela Ramirez. So we named the company after our mother.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Is your mother still with us, or?
No, she passed in 2017, but she was just such an awesome person. She's the one who taught us how to knit. So she started our fiber artist journey for sure.
As is so often the case, it's either mom or grandma.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Well, sometimes it's a tia.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, for us it was her. Yeah.
But so I'm happy for you that you learned.
Thank
And who's the workhorse in this? I know who's selling.
No, it's her creative mind and like everything. The colors and everything.
Are you just saying that because she's listening?
No, oh no.
She does all the work.
$50.
I put the tags so they're nice and neat,
No, but between both my older sisters, like they're the ones that really like make this happen.
Good.
Yeah.
So I hope y'all have a wonderful experience and
you.
lots of sales. So is this is one of the sisters?
Yes.
So You're the baby?
I am the baby. Yeah.
And it's you obviously you outed her. You pointed at her and my older sister. I have a feeling that this Christmas you're going to get an asbestos sweater. It's fiber. It's fiberglass, but it's fiber. This is my older sister.
She's also my model. So we make.
I'll get the sweater.
She gets the sweaters and all the shawls. And
So she's just going to go and come by your house to visit and sprinkle asbestos in your underwear drawer. I'm giving you ideas. Don't take them to heart. Because I'm an evil person and you don't look like you're an evil person, but I am. So.
Just an angel.
You guys have a great day.
It is very teal blue. So that gives you, this is the very yellow and that is the very blue. But I wish you the best of luck. And if you find something, come back and show me because I'm really excited about this one. Okay. I don't care if it's my yarn. I love seeing what the yarn babies grow up to be. It's fun.
I'm good. How are you? That is a good smile you sporting there. Here, share it with the camera. What's your ivy?
Yes.
Poison ivy?
Maybe a little sometimes.
A lot of this.
Essential fiber. Okay.
Yes.
Susie,
Yes.
what makes this essential?
All fiber is essential.
Then why is yours called essential fiber? It's not, you're not selling all this. This is yours. Why is your fiber the essential fiber and not their fiber?
Because you can buy all the colors by the ounce in as much or as little quantity as you like on the base of your choosing in 800 plus colors.
Okay, that's a good
How does
answer.
that work?
That works good. I like that. But see, you reminded me, do you shop at HEB?
I don't know this.
HEB, I don't know if they have them up in Dallas or not. They are huge down in Austin. It's a grocery store, but they have a healthy living section. And you can buy your spices exactly as you said, fresh by the ounce. So instead of buying here's a 5,000 magnum ounce
That's been on the
paprika.
shelf for 3.5 years.
See, most people don't understand the life cycle of a spice. It starts out as a plant,
Yep.
harvested, sold by the ton,
And the longer it's
and bought by somebody who buys tons, and then they break that down into single ton, and they sell it to somebody else, and they buy that, and then they grind it, and then they sell that, ground, and then somebody buys that, and they sell it, and then they package it, and eventually it makes it into a 2-ounce container. It took 3 years to get from the tree to you,
And
but
it's
who
lost
knows how long it's
3/4 of its
spent
flavor, right?
on the shelf.
I'm actually from Wisconsin, and I am native
A
to
Chatterhead.
Yes.
Packers.
Season ticket holder.
See, I quit loving the Packers because of Favre. My godson had terminal brain cancer, and Make-A-Wish Foundation got him tickets to the Super Bowl because the whole family are Chatterheads. He wanted to see Brett Favre win the Super Bowl, and Brett Favre hated, like everybody else, No Way Elway so much that he wanted him to quit playing football and go away, and he knew the only way that would happen is somebody would let the asshole win a Super Bowl.
And it had
so
to be him.
He let him win a Super Bowl in front of my godson, and so my godson died shortly thereafter with a broken heart because his hero, Brett Favre, lost a Super Bowl to No Way Elway. And I never forgave Favre for that. So,
I can't blame you.
You know,
Well, we're now 2 quarterbacks later.
I wanted No Way Elway to quit playing football too, but I didn't want him bad enough to lose a Super Bowl to him.
I agree.
I just wanted somebody to hit him hard enough that he woke up in the next century.
I agree.
And I didn't want him to wake up all the way, just wake up enough to notice that he was actually drooling and go back to sleep.
That seemed reasonable.
It was that way.
Yeah.
And he went from being a crappy quarterback to being a crappy car salesman. But what do I know?
Exactly.
Everything. I'm Papa.
But I'm still, you know, I can't help it. I'm
Well,
green and gold.
I'm not actually from Wisconsin, so I chose to be a Packer fan.
Right.
And I can choose not to be a Packer fan, but it's in your blood.
It
so
is
you,
difficult to choose against in my home turf.
you know, well,
Especially with season tickets and a stock certificate.
it's difficult to get served in a restaurant when they found out you did that. Because they'd be like, Ivy, I heard that you have a Denver Bronco poster on your wall. Who told you that?
But see, the Broncos are still, well, they're not anymore because I still haven't forgiven them for '97. But it's okay to have an AFC team. You can't have another NFC team. There's rules.
Okay. This wealthy Saudi prince came to America and he took his kid to Disneyland. And his kid loved Disneyland so much he said, Daddy, buy me Disneyland. So Daddy went to Disney and said, I want to buy Disneyland. I said, Disneyland is an American icon. It's not for sale. I don't care how much you want for it. I will buy Disneyland. My son wants Disneyland. No, it's not for sale. So he comes to his son and says, Papa tried. They will not sell Disneyland. Would you be happy if I just bought you a Mickey Mouse outfit? He said, okay. This 6-year-old kid now owns the Denver Broncos.
I love it.
You have laughed. I have completed my days wishing with you. Now I must carry on. Ivy, have an awesome day.
You as well.
Thank you for sharing your essentials. Deal stuff out. This is jewelry. I'm doing good. How are you, John? Dawn O Designs. You don't look like a Dawn.
She's up there teaching.
Oh.
My wife makes all this.
And she's leaving you to do the real work.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that just the way it is?
That's exactly the way it is.
Okay.
Where's your cup?
All right. What's the matter? Okay. Rowdy Ranch, Texas. Now, exactly what gets y'all rowdy at the ranch here in Texas?
Usually about breeding season, but
Rabbits have a season?
yeah.
You actually had a horse named Rowdy.
I did have a horse named Rowdy. That's where
Named after the young man named Yates?
That's where it came from.
See-
I did cowboy mounted shooting off of my horse named Rowdy, and that's when I became Rowdy.
See, her favorite cowboy on TV is Clint Eastwood. And it all started with Rowdy Yates.
Yes.
And the funny thing about Clint Eastwood and Burt Reynolds, they were around at the same time, and they were both actors at the same time when they were trying out for the same role. And the producer that was interviewing them said, neither one of you got a future. You can act. You're good looking, but you can't act. And you're not good looking. If you two could be one person, you could have a job. And look at what happened. Clint Eastwood, one of the biggest stars in movie history. Burt Reynolds didn't do too shabby himself, but he still couldn't act. Nobody ever said, Burt Reynolds, what an actor. Burt Reynolds, oh, he's a pretty good looking guy, but
That's why he posed for Playgirl.
that's why he played fluff parts. And Clint Eastwood played men with no fluff. Except maybe Bridges in Madison County. I don't know. That may be fluffy. You have a good day. Bashful armadillo.
Yes.
Where's the bashful armadillo?
Here, so if you just scan this, then you can save me as a contact.
That's not an armadillo. That's an armadillo butt.
She was bashful. That's turned around.
Huh. Looks like she's focused on her knitting.
Yes, she is. She just likes to sit and knit.
Are you counting stitches?
Always.
See, that's how you can tell whether you married a man or an asshole. Is when they know, and you know. Are you married, Rob? Rob, I'm trusting that you're a good man.
He is. He is. He is
A good man sees his wife counting and shuts the hell up. An asshole sees his wife counting and goes 10,
Yeah.
70.
My brother would do
6.
that.
Yeah, and then you walk over to your brother and go, boom, oh, I am so sorry. Hey, quit crying. Didn't Dad tell you real men don't cry? But just hold your balls and suck it up like a man.
Man, you're on the edge.
Hey, if I was a woman and I was counting and a guy walked up and said 10, I would assume that's how many times he wants me to punch him.
Exactly.
Because that is rude. And the answer to rudeness is, what did your mama do when you were rude? She attempted to beat it out of you. She didn't sit you down, you know, Rob, we're going to have a talk about your behavior. No, she grabbed you by this hair, drug you to where there were no witnesses and wailed on you. And then when she had your attention, she said, Rob, are you ever going to do that again? And you said, no, ma'am.
When I was being raised, you didn't have to worry about witnesses.
I know. I got my ass whooped in the store more than I learned that you didn't touch anything. You didn't ask for anything. I didn't even touch it. You were thinking about touching it.
Even the neighborhood parents would spank you.
Well, see, that's the thing back in our day. It takes a village. That was a real thing. The neighbors had no compunction about smacking your ass, because if you went home and said, Mrs. Van Cleese spanked me, what'd you do? It wasn't what? Wow, she what? No, what'd you do? And then your mom would spank you and call up Mrs. Van Cleef and thank you for taking care of Jimmy because I wasn't there. So if Mrs. Van Cleef spanked you, you kept your mouth shut and you hoped she didn't call your mom and say, Lois, I had to whoop your son today. And when you got home, your mom said, anything special happened today? Ooh, how do we answer that one?
All right, time for me to go back to work.
Okay, check these out. These are kits. And you can take these kits and make these sweaters. And these are all of the different options that are available here. And it is Dando.
Yes, Dando.
Dando. And are you Dando?
Yes, I'm a Dando. Yes. Hello.
Hi. Very beautiful. All of this, and you make kits, right? These are all.
I make a kit. Yes.
Do you do the yarn? Do you do the design, or do you just?
I'm a designer, and I have my own fiber.
Okay. There we go.
So I'm a designer for Dando, and I have a design, and I have my own fiber
And
from
who?
Japan.
Do you do the actual spinning, or do you have somebody
I
that's?
have a manufacturer in Japan.
Okay.
And they make my original yarn and shipping to me.
Okay. Now, you live here, or
I live in Arizona. Yes.
what part? My mom lives in Yuma,
Okay, I live in Chandler, next to Phoenix.
so not very far from Yuma, maybe.
So, but very hot. So I make a very easy to wear for warm climate.
My wife would love that because she knits profusely, but only in DK weight because it's too hot.
That's true. So Sita is maybe plant fiber, so it's more breathable.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, do you have a business card?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, just hold it up to the camera. There we go. Perfect.
Thank you so much.
And we'll.
You do this for your wife? You do this for your wife?
Well, my wife is currently charging her phone so it can go back in here because I killed the battery on her phone. We do a blog called A Visit with Nana and Papa. And we came up here to see this, and I'm talking to people because that's what I do.
Okay.
And when we get to this spot, there's not a thing that says Dan Do except for the little...
Yes, the big issue I have is that my shipment didn't come. So I don't have a much material. Usually I put more, but my shipment didn't come.
But when I do an interview like this, then we'll start with where we came in, and check this out, and then down here there's a interview with. Now your name is not Dando.
My name is Yumiko Alexander.
Yumiko, what a cool name.
I'm Japanese. I'm Yumiko.
Well, I saw that. I saw that when I just thought you said Dando, and I'm like, no, her name is Yumiko.
Yeah, many people call me Dando. So because
that's not nice.
My name is Yumiko, but my company's name is Dando. So.
Well, it was very nice to meet you, Miss Yumiko. And you do some beautiful stuff here. I hope you do well.
I hope so.
Now, you do mail order, right?
Yes, I do.
So,
yes, I do.
And you have a website on there?
Yes, I do have a website.
Okay, so we can put that on with the interview part with you, and hopefully somebody will see that and buy something. You have a good day. Not sure what this is.
Hey guys. Hello, hello.
Okay, check this out. We have a whole bunch of stitch markers. I mean, a bunch of stitch markers.
Out of nowhere, it looked like a Japanese hairpin.
Personally, I think some of these stitch markers are not practical. They would weigh your stitch down, and you would have a huge loop in the middle of your...
Oh, you think?
Well, the bigger and heavier that is, that's going to be pulling down whatever loop you put that on.
Oh, yeah.
So when you move past that, you're either going to have to remember to pull that up and snug it, or you're just going to have a loose stitch everywhere that stitch marker was dangling from. Now, I don't knit. I am married to a knitter, but if you are married to a knitter and you actually pay attention to your wife, you learn things that you did not really want to learn, but you learn them anyway.
Right. No, you make a good point.
So that's just...
If you're using like a finer yarn, maybe if it's like worsted, it might be okay.
Yep. From a non-knitter's point of view, we notice things that don't make sense to knitters. You have a great day. Huh. I'm not quite sure. This must be classes going on, I guess. I don't know. It is going good. Euphoria Knits.
Yep.
I'm thinking my wife talks about you guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Good things or bad things?
Oh, good things.
Okay, good.
I'm pretty sure. I remember the name, therefore it must be good things because I didn't go, oh, you guys. So if my wife said bad things about you, I'd probably go, oh, Euphoria Knits. Oh, you guys, huh?
Well, just keep on
You don't look like a dick.
Well, appearances can be deceiving.
Well, yeah, the Republican Party's full of that.
Fair enough.
Or not. Maybe you get exactly what you paid for.
Yep. we do market ourselves to be the every man's yarn. So
Will Rogers said, just be thankful you don't get all the government you pay for. I believe we have reached the point where we got more government than we want to pay for. But Euphoria Knits, what is this?
okay, so here these are actually some of our monthly clubs that we send out, subscription clubs. They're on our website,
right?
Or you can just buy it individually. You don't have to subscribe. We do also sell soak. It's a for washing your yarn, washing your projects, buttons, all that stuff. Stickers. Everybody loves the stickers. I get 50% commission, so she's not paying attention.
No, he doesn't.
Love you.
Nice try, man.
Yeah,
nice try.
She stopped talking right when I said that. It's okay.
It works like that.
It usually does. Yeah.
That is the fact of life.
Yep.
But
yeah, she's the mastermind, the expert. I'm just here to be the pretty face. I'm not doing a very good job.
I didn't say a word.
It's okay.
I didn't say a word. Nice beard.
Thank you. Needs to be trimmed, actually. It's been a little fluffy.
Well, yeah.
Take the compliment.
Yeah. My sister bought me a beard trimmer. I use it on the 3/8 and just, and it keeps it at a decent level for Texas.
Yeah.
As a decent a level as is no beard.
Yeah.
You know,
you can't go without it. But like I waffle between a 3 and a 4 depending on how I'm feeling at the time. But we literally like a few months ago moved from San Antonio to Denver. Like so it was raining every other day, like torrential downpours. Like literally monsoon just hitting. Like the day we moved, there was a huge torrential downpour, and that was the last time it rained for 3 or 4 weeks.
See,
and they had their heat wave, and we've been like, oh, it's like 80s and
my answer about the heat wave is unpopular, and I don't care. My wife's going to edit it out of here because it's unpopular, but I believe that the heat wave is God's way of getting Texans used to going to hell, because if you're going to put razor wire and balloons across the river that kills children, that's not a godly thing to do. And God said, come to me as a child. It didn't say send children to me. He said, come to me as a child.
You got that translation wrong.
They get a lot of translations wrong.
Stickers.
Ones that are for clubs. Are they back there?
I'm thinking if they ever decide to just love everybody and quit killing people, maybe the temperature will go down a little bit. But, I could be wrong.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Humans are inherently awful.
Well, that's the only thing that's wrong with this planet is it has people on it.
Exactly, yeah.
This planet was doing perfectly fine until people showed up.
Right? And then that's when everything all went downhill.
Hey, God is the one that put us here, so.
Don't be blaming.
I'm just saying.
Well, it's not
if we
his
weren't
fault.
meant to be here, we wouldn't.
Well,
but
it's not his fault that the serpent was like, hey, I got a tasty fruit you
well,
can
yeah,
bite.
that did. Don't start blaming us women for all your problems.
Hey, you tempted us. It's your fault.
I say that is what's wrong with the whole America and the world is a woman gets raped and it's her fault because she tempted a man who could not control himself, but it's her fault because he didn't control himself. I don't care who tempted you. You are the one that is responsible for maintaining your decorum. So, sorry, that is
Look at what she was wearing. No.
Good morning.
It doesn't matter if she was walking around naked. Did she ask you
it's a system.
specifically saying,
first lap, you
do
figure out
this?
everything is.
Then
Second lap, you
it
figure out
was not
your favorites.
consensual.
Third lap, you're really narrowing it
Y'all
down.
have a great,
Fourth lap,
great day. See, this looks like a husband waiting for his wife to get done, but you're actually a vendor, so.
Yeah, I'm just got enough people in the booth, they don't need me, so I'm just sitting down enjoying life.
You do you. I'm going to sit over here. Okay, who did your test knits up here?
They're Dreaming, well, some of them are ours, but they're mostly Dreaming Color. The ladies that they're on the other side. They went to lunch, they stepped away. Yeah.
That's just bad luck on their part, because this is going to go on a blog and everybody's going to be watching it and going, well, Quixotic Fibers got all this cool stuff, and then they said the ladies over there that you can't meet because they're gone they made this.
Yeah.
So-
We'll be back in a few minutes.
So what do you guys, you do the dyeing?
Carla does the dyeing. She's just around the corner here.
Okay.
I knit things for the store. Some of them I have. Yeah.
Because I was like, to death breakfast. And I went and I did it and I stuck it in my shopping cart and I thought,
Yeah.
it's fine. So look at what you got on.
Perfectly soft cat yarn.
Yep. Well, it's not cat yarn.
So there's actually a purpose in life for having cats. Wow. Do they take the shearing well?
Well, you comb them. You
What?
pluck like a bunny. You don't actually.
Clucking like a bunny.
Yeah, an Angora rabbit, you pluck and comb the excess fur and then spin that into yarn. You don't shear them. And same thing, you would do that with cats. Unfortunately, all of my yarn is either wool or wool silk.
Well, see, cats make wool. Technically, any fiber that comes from an animal is wool.
Correct, but there's not enough staple length or crimp in our current cats. Now, the cat that was the inspiration for the business name was a double-coated long-hair Manx. And you could comb out his undercoat and blend it with sheep's wool and actually spin it.
That'd be cool. That'd be an interesting wool.
Who do that with certain breeds of dog, and it's actually called Shengora. Shen is the French word for dog.
Yeah.
So, and it's incredibly warm. It is warmer than alpaca.
I imagine so if you use like a husky.
Yes, huskies are really popular because again, double coat, the undercoat fluff.
Well, because
hard hairs.
their fur is meant to keep the dog warm in the wintertime. So when it's shedding time, like, hey, come here, puppy. There you go. Hey, jeez, ease off.
We had a Chesapeake Bay Retriever, and they're double coated. And he didn't shed much, except twice a year he blew that undercoat.
Yep.
We didn't have dust bunnies, we had dust buffaloes. And yeah,
Yep.
you could spin that if you blended it with some longer staple fiber.
Well, you can spin your hair. I know. My wife spins, and she's got DNA and everything she's ever spun.
Yeah, well, and it also ends up in net crochet projects.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
and there's definitely cat DNA in all the projects as well.
Yeah.
If you're highly allergic, you should not have anything that I don't
Well, but if you wash it, the dander's gone, so then it's
true,
not
that's
true.
If you're allergic to me, you should definitely not have anything.
But again, if you wash it, your dander's gone, and you know, just stop washing your hair with your tongue.
Yeah, because I don't know if it's the hair or the dander that's going to make you react as much. I think it's the dander.
It's the dander. It's the protein in the saliva.
If there are diets that you can do, which Daniel keeps talking about. 'Cause my husband's
Alex is
allergic.
actually talking about that because he's researched it because he's allergic to cats and he wants one.
Daniel's
He can't
allergic
believe
too,
it.
and now he's got 7.
So there are those foods actually work.
But she's in charge.
Oh, I will let you guys make money. There's my babies.
This is Chicken Coop Dye Works. She's the maker of color, and this one is Channy Peace Corner. And I want them to be definitely
Okay.
speak to them, please. Got it. Thank you. I'm gonna go get. Ooh, I've never been. Yeah.
That's how I home.
I can knit, but no.
I'm glad you got a bag though. Thank you.
Miss Channing, my wife said I had to come and talk to you.
Okay, who is she? What
Valerie,
Valerie. From where?
Austin. Little one by
Yes.
Queen of Yarn, huh?
Of yarn. That's me.
Well, see, I tell everybody my wife is one of the queens of Yarnia. I am the prince consort
Yes.
to a queen of Yarnia, which means I know a thing or two about yarn, but I don't touch the stuff if I don't have to.
I love that.
So you are the queen of yarn.
Yes, I am.
So what do you do with your yarn?
I'm a knitter. I'm a crocheter. I make sweaters. I mainly make sweaters.
You're Valerie.
Yeah, I just do sweaters. Sweaters. are
You're
easy.
Valerie.
Yeah.
She does sweaters and sweaters.
That's
and
it. Sweater, 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 sweater.
She's got 4 of them on the needles right
yeah,
now.
they're all around.
Yep. That's why she wants me to talk to you.
Yes,
See,
I make
I'm not that
sweaters.
rare. There's other women who make shitload of sweaters too.
For some reason, people like us, sweaters are easy. I don't know how we got that way, but sweaters are easy for us. You see, my latest one I did. See if I can find it. I'm making a cardigan right now too.
Thank you.
What did she say?
I have no idea. I wasn't listening because my wife did not sign up for any door prizes. So
That's my latest sweater.
I like that.
Yep.
That's a good color.
Yep. So, and that's another one I have casted on. It's like I just keep them casted on, and then I finish them.
See, now I recognize you.
On.
See, now I recognize you. 'Cause, yeah, I see you all the time.
Yeah.
I might actually.
What's her
Do you-
Instagram? Do you know it?
Creations by Valerie or something about Nana, maybe. I don't know. Together we do a visit with Nana and Papa. She is looking for Najiri. She was charging her phone.
Following her. We're already friends.
That's my baby, yep. And so see,
Is that your baby?
yep, that's my baby. I'm probably one of your followers.
She's already came over here.
She has. But I probably follow you too, because I follow instructions. Yeah. When my wife says, you need to follow this person, I don't say why. I just...
You gonna give me a break? I would love it. These are my breaker people, so I can go get lunch.
Well, see, it's a good thing I got you now, because now you're leaving, and she's not you. You're wonderful, but I'm supposed to come over and talk to you, and now you're leaving, so your interview is not actually going to do anything about what you do other than I know you.
You can video me later.
Oh, you think I'm just going to wander right back over? It was wonderful to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Have at it, girls. Sell something already. What are you doing?
I'm just going to get a salad. Okay.
So that you can see for yourself how you can 3D print some Turkish drop spindles. Not to mention weaving, spinning,
Chicken coop.
machines, and tatting all back here.
I think my wife watches your... Do you guys do a podcast?
No, I don't.
Because she's always talking about the girls from the chicken coop.
That would not be me. That's probably a real chicken coop.
No, these are dyers or knitters or some kind of stuff.
Now, if she's watching Curl Together, I'm on there a lot.
And she said I need to come over and talk to this is the chicken coop dye works. So
Yeah.
Valerie. She's about yay tall. She's already been over here talking to y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a
If I see her
fan.
face, I know her.
Well, if her face wasn't stuck on my phone in a different place and is currently doing the advertising, doing the recording here.
Yeah.
But she was over here. She was just over there telling me to go talk to Kanye
And Heather and or Cheney Peace Corner.
Yep.
Cheney,
I was just there at Cheney's, and she going to lunch.
Okay.
And then I'll come over here to see you, and because I believe that she made sweaters for.
She may have. I have a sweater pattern that a lot of people bought the yarn from me. In fact, this is the sweater. It's called Seeding Fields. And plus, there's other sweaters people have made with my
So
yarn.
all of this is your dye?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of dyeing.
Yeah.
Do you have time for anything else in life besides
I work
dyeing?
full-time.
Dying.
I work full time and I dye yarn. In other words, I'm dying.
You're dying to dye.
I'm dying to die. Yes.
Dying from dying. Toxic chemicals and all that good stuff. So do you use natural or?
Oh, she can take care of it.
So do you use natural dyes or chemical dyes?
I use acid dyes, but it's all food grade.
Okay.
It is it's an acid dye that the acid is actually a food grade acid. Vinegar, acid, something like that.
Citric acid and
easily on your pipes.
Valerie does a lot of dyeing, and I'm used to the house smelling like ass because she does a lot of dyeing.
Oh, you sound like my husband.
I sympathize with him. Here, smell this. I can't. You've been dying. You know what I smell?
and on top
I
of
smell abused sheep. I smell wet sheep that have been dipped in acid.
Yeah.
That's what I smell.
we have sheep. Steaks. It does. We have sheep. He says that it smells worse than the barn.
But yeah. We didn't have sheep. I grew up on a farm. We didn't have sheep. There's a reason we didn't have sheep.
They eat all the grass up. I mean, down to the bare bones.
No, they stink.
That's okay. Yeah, they do.
Pigs don't stink as bad as sheep.
They do stink. They do stink.
They say pigs are smart. I don't know how much I would buy that. They are clever because I give them credit. Okay, I'll give them credit because they learn. Some of them won't learn as quick as others.
Yeah.
Well,
they say that they're closer to human than other than like chimpanzees or one of the monkey groups, that they're closer to humans than. I'm sorry. Maybe in terms of how much we like to eat, but that's about it.
Well, actually, my grandmother lived for.
Oh. Can you check her out? I'm so sorry. Okay, thank you.
My grandmother lived for probably 15 years with a pig valve in her heart. She was one of the very first people to. She got it done really cheap because she was one of the experiments that we're going to try something new and different. Do you like pork?
Yeah.
Well, yes. Have you ever had any inside you that wasn't in your stomach? Well, you do now.
For valves, and I know like when they fix A1C, fix people's knees, like A1C problems, they use cartilage from pigs and tendons and everything else. So. Or they use either that or cadaver stuff. I think I'd rather have the pig stuff.
Hey, it wasn't so good for the last guy.
Yeah.
That's like rabbit's feet. How can they be lucky? Look what happened to the rabbit.
Yeah, true. I never thought of that. That's true.
That did not bring the rabbit a great deal of luck. But thank you for sharing with me.
Thank you for coming by.
You have an awesome day.
Well, thank you too.
Oh, look at all these bags. Valerie would be in bag heaven. Button and boo. Somebody left the Z off your sign.
On the booze? That's funny. Yeah, you should put it in there and hide it from me. Would you like to see?
Check out these cookies, man. And y'all thought this was just about yarn. No. This is about how to get fat and knit. I already figured out how to get fat. I needed help.
I got that one figured out way before I did cookies. I can't blame it on the cookies.
Well, I can blame it on whatever the hell I want to. I'm old.
Yeah.
You know, you reach a certain age, you don't have to make excuses. Like, why are you eating that? Because I like it.
Yeah. Exactly. No.
And then your business in it is what? You gonna buy me more?
That's right.
She's pretty good at
If the answer to that question is not yes, then shut the hell up and move on.
That's right. Keep moving.
Anyway.
Is there a pizza in this for me?
No.
If the answer is not yes, then shut the hell up and move on. Pizza is pretty good food, is it not?
Oh, it's awesome. I've been offered Cokes, and I wanted the Coca-Cola yesterday after this. So I got in my Whataburger line, and I ordered, and I paid, and I get up to the window, and I wait. She's like, "We're out of Coke. Is there something you want?" I'm like, "You what?" She's like, "We're out of Coke." I'm like, "How can you be out of Coke?" I'm like, "I don't want a Diet Coke. I don't want a lemonade. I want a Coke." I came here for my Coke.
Diet tells you what happens to people who drink that shit.
Yeah.
It starts with D-I-E.
True. Good point.
You're going to die. Oh, we have just proven that this diet shit causes cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, and this diet shit causes cancer. You know why? Because God doesn't want you to diet.
That's right. Well, I have to remember that one.
God made sugar. Man made everything that's not sugar. If you truly believe in God, you believe in sugar.
I gotta remember that saying. Yeah, no, I was so ready for it. I was like, is this the universe telling me I don't need? Is that what this is?
You know,
So I ended up
people
with
give the universe a
sugar-free.
lot of credit that the universe doesn't deserve.
It doesn't, but I was like, maybe that's what I was trying to talk. I was trying to be pleasant and not be like all in their face. I'm like, okay, I'll take a lemonade, which their lemonade is a
I would
diet.
see you're nice, and I would be like, wow. Can I take your picture? Because you are the utmost level of incompetency. You can't even maintain Coke. I can understand if you ran out of something that nobody drinks, because you're like, very rarely ever order this burger thing.
Right, the Coke.
But Coke, what do you sell the most of? Coke. Then how come you don't have any?
Yeah, it's amazing.
How did you run out of Coke when that's what you sell the most of? Because we sell the most of it. One would think you would have it on stock.
Yeah, you didn't plan well.
Poor planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine. Well, now it does.
Right.
Well, see, I used to have that sign up over my shop. Poor planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine. Just because you didn't have your shit together and came in and wanted me to chit. There's a line. And you are at the back of it. And if your attitude gets any worse, I'm going to invite people to come stand in front of you. Because when you get to the line, I get to the end, I say, lunchtime.
Yeah. Oh, no.
And when you come back in an hour, and when you come back in an hour, I will not have gone to lunch, and I will have let everybody else get in line in front of you.
Yeah, I was like, okay, today is my day then.
Right.
Today's going to be my day for Coca-Cola.
You don't want much business, do you? Well, I do. I just don't want yours.
Oh, good morning.
Okay, I'm going to let you make money. You have an awesome day. Okay. Hand-dyed yarns by Charming You.
Yes.
Does Charming You have a name? Maureen. Charming Marine.
Yes.
So, chemical, acid, natural.
I use acid dyes, and then I also use a combination of fiber reactive dyes.
Okay.
So,
See, a friend of ours went to a dye class here, and she said it was horrible, for one, but they used a Molotov cocktail yarn that had like 6 different elements, and none of them were the same. So when you would try and dye that, some of those elements would take a natural dye, some of those elements would take an acid dye, but none of those elements would take the same dye. So when you finish dyeing that, whatever you dyed is going to be spotty and patchy because the dye wouldn't. Okay, bamboo doesn't take the same dye as wool.
Correct.
So if you're dyeing something that's 90% wool and 10% bamboo, 10% of your yarn will not accept the dye.
Right.
So you walk out of that class thinking that you're a failure as a dyer because you couldn't even make one skein of yarn right.
What's interesting is that the dye that they use for cotton or plant-based fibers dyes equally as nice on wool. And so a lot of my yarns, like, I'm trying to think of which ones I used.
You got some awesome colors. I like your color palette.
Yeah, so like this yarn right here has 85% wool, 15% nylon, and I used a fiber reactive dye, which is dye that you use for plant-based fibers, cotton, or what have you. And so you can see that it took I make deliberate light spots.
Mm-hmm.
That's deliberate, right? But it doesn't matter that the yarn is a blend, it will take the dye.
Now see, I like that purple one right there. That is just
Which one?
this one over this DK sock. That is a nice looking yarn. I like that. I like that one too.
I like saturated, and so this is kind of a lighter version of that.
But you have some beautiful colors. Thank you for being Charming You.
Thank you.
You have a great day.
Oh, okay.
Here you go, Michelle.
Okay.
Excellent. Good. Come by.
I will.
All right.
These bags are here?
I will. Yeah, because I would love to like post
super bright.
Okay.
All
All right.
Sure, my hair.
All right.
Hi there. Texas Prairie Fiber Company. The whole family working.
Yes.
See, there's child labor laws. I tell her that. Tell her that.
He's my my mascot for the day. He's my mascot for the day.
Are you getting paid for this? No. I work for milk. Yes. Yeah. You're awesome. Look at you. What a cutie.
Thank you.
Okay, so what all
Okay, so
is you?
everything, all of our fibers are Texas grown. We purchase from micro farms across North Texas, and then our yarn is processed in San Antonio, so it's a full Texas experience. We have some little mini kits here that make the little fall garland in the front. It's a little crocheted oak leaf garland.
Now, is this soap?
Nope, those are homemade beeswax candles.
Ah.
100% American beeswax, and they're scented with essential oils. My daughter makes them.
Maggie, tell us about your candles, young lady.
Melt the wax and put in the jars. We just got started, so she's done a very good job.
Okay. She's very shy. No, she's very shy.
So we also
You're,
have some.
you're doing good.
We have some yarn bowls that were made by a Texas potter. And then, this shawl was designed for our yarn by a Texas designer. She's based out of Tyler, and she's actually here today. She's over at Chaos Fibers, and I have kits for those. So, and we also have a little crochet keychain kit. We're from Parker County, and Parker County is famous for its peaches.
Nerdcraft.
Nerdcraft is the designer of the pattern that I use, and she also carries my yarn in her shop.
Hi.
Say hello.
Bye, buddy. What a happy little guy. You have a wonderful day. Thank you for sharing.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. You're the only one with music. Way to go, man.
All right, gotta make a difference.
Well, okay. There's some ladies over here that have brick house
Oh, brick house, yeah.
yarn.
Needles, yeah.
Why the hell do you not have a brick house playing?
House.
Yes, exactly. Man after my own heart. See? So, tell me about the Florida Stitch.
Florida Stitch. All right, so everything that we have is hand dyed and sun dried by my wife. I'm a partner with her, but it's her dyes, her dream.
And where's she?
She is walking around, probably buying something.
You're making money, she's spending money. Yeah, that's
that's not how it goes. Well, welcome to married life. All right, but so
20 years, man. 20 years.
20. Oh, we got married in February.
Good luck to you.
I actually engaged to her last year after the festival.
Okay.
That's when I popped the question.
I met my wife on February 12th, 2003. I proposed to my wife on February 19th, 2003. I married my wife on April 12th, 2003. 2 months from the day I met her, we were married. Everybody said, you won't last 6 months.
Whoa.
We've been married 20 years.
Dang. And you know.
Well, exactly. My answer to them is life is a puzzle. And when you find a piece that fits in your puzzle, you put the piece in and you keep making your puzzle.
Yeah.
You don't put the piece over here and say, damn, that looks like the perfect piece to the puzzle, but I'm going to try some others.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to put this over here and I'm going to put it on reserve while I look for some others. to see if any of the others are better than this one I got my finger on. And if I haven't found a better piece than that one, and I guess in 2 years I'm gonna marry that one.
Yeah, right. No, it's not like, shouldn't be like that at all.
If you're gonna share your life, share the last 2 years of it too. You shouldn't be putting somebody on hold waiting for a better deal to come along.
That's right. That's right.
Just my own personal.
That's true.
But we've been married for 20 years, and most of the people who said we wouldn't last 6 months are no longer with the person they were with at the time. We used to invite everybody after the 6 months. Hey, we're going out for our 7-month anniversary. Y'all want to come? After a year of that, we couldn't do that anymore because it was too many people. We'd have to invite you and your new friend and you and your new friend. And then if both of you showed up, you weren't friends.
Right.
And that turned ugly. And while it was a lot of fun to watch, nobody wanted to host you after that. You get kicked out of bars and shit like that. Yeah, you know, people are people, and people suck. Only the good ones. Anyway, you were telling me about your wife's handiwork here.
Yeah, so we have everything is finger and weight. We have 75-25 wool nylon blend right here. And then these minis are 100% wool, and up top they are 100% organic cotton. Again, all finger and weight, hand dyed and sun dried by her. Beautiful product.
Beautiful stuff.
As you see by the music and Florida Stitch, we are from Louisiana. So we have colors like Cafe au Lait, Atchafalaya, Tropical Sunset, because, you know.
Okay, my daughter grew up in Bossier.
Oh, yeah.
So where are y'all from?
Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, the bottom of Louisiana.
Oh, yeah.
You're from the Red Stick.
That's right.
You know how many people don't know what the hell Baton Rouge means? And some of them are from Baton Rouge.
Right.
What does Baton Rouge mean? Baton Rouge. You're from Baton Rouge and you do not know what the words Baton Rouge mean.
Baton Rouge.
It means I don't need to know what it means. I live there, asshole.
Baton Rouge has got a hockey team. We just incorporated. You know, our first season probably going to be next year or two, but they decided to name it the Zydeco instead of the Red Sticks.
They should have named it the Red Sticks. That's stupid. I mean, I love Zydeco music. Zydeco music is its own brand of good stuff.
Right.
But it's a natural hockey Red Sticks.
Red Stick. It's a
okay.
gimme. It's a gimme.
See, okay, Texas has a team, and you know how they got their name? They had a meeting and said, okay, nobody gets to drink any beer until we name this team. Texans. Let's drink. How much work did you have to put into Texans? Hey, does that work for you guys? It works for me, yeah.
It's good for me. I said Regents was already off the board.
Can we go with racist assholes? Oh, I thought it was about Texas, man. My wife's gonna edit that shit out.
That's cool.
I get edited a lot.
I see that you have a camera. Is y'all on YouTube or anything?
Well, yeah. It's a visit with Nana and Papa, and what we do is we do these things, and people find humor in watching me walk around and talk to people or talk about shit going, yeah, really.
With Nana and Papa.
So,
Conversations are conversations, you know?
Well, I technically this is an interview. I'm talking to you about this and that, and I talk. That's what I do. You talk.
Yeah, I like to talk.
And
I've been told.
Well, you're a pleasant person to cheerfully chat with.
Yeah, this is fun.
And if people don't like it,
oh well. On to the next one.
Here's a sharp stick. Spin on it.
On to the next one. Yeah, that's cool.
So if you want, come and visit us on a visit with Nana and Papa. There'll be a blurb about the Florida Stitch.
Yeah.
And I'm Jim, also known as Papa.
Okay, I'm Benjamin. My wife is Mikey.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Benjamin. And
Y'all have a booth or y'all?
No. We are just here. I started at that end, and I have come up to here.
Okay.
And I still have to go and then I am done. I have neuropathy, so my feet are absolutely screaming at me.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know if you know what neuropathy is. It is where the nerves in your feet die.
Oh, wow.
If you've ever had a root canal where they had to take a root out of a tooth because the tooth nerve was dying, that's what. Okay, now you're also from. I didn't catch that part, other than you're originally from New Orleans.
Originally from New Orleans, but I married a Texan. So I live here.
Does your family still speak to you?
They do, because he was a really good man.
You're lucky. You found one here.
He worked in oil and gas. He lived in Lafayette for a while, too. So he adopted many Louisiana ways. He appreciated it.
Lafayette.
But my grandmother told him that he was not allowed to have a gumbo recipe unless he put a ring on it. Because he asked one day, he's like, "Oh, can I get the recipe?" She's like, "No, you don't put a ring on it."
That's
So he was accepted.
that's some negotiating power right there. So how's the gumbo?
He's good. He's still
I can't have it anymore because it's always got pork sausage in it. And when I turned 40 years old, my body rebelled against me, and it quit processing pork fat. Unless it has been cured, as in bacon and ham. Thank God I can still have bacon, because if you take bacon out of my diet, and I would just voluntarily die. Bacon is a food group.
Yes, I am sure.
And bacon can end loneliness. If they created an aftershave and a perfume that smelled like bacon, there would not be any single lonely people that didn't want to be single and lonely. All you got, oh, you smell like bacon. I love you.
I'll have to pass that on to people. Good info.
Hell, if nothing else, at least your dog would like you. I've met some people even their dog don't like.
I've never had a problem with my dogs. My bees.
There's my wife,
Hi, wife. How are you?
Valerie.
How are you? Good.
She's from
New Orleans originally.
New Orleans, but her family is from Lafayette.
No, my family is from New Orleans.
Oh.
My husband worked in Lafayette.
Oh, now see, I've been to Lafayette, and they got some good eats in Lafayette. But her husband only married her to get a recipe.
My grandmother told him she wouldn't give him the gumbo recipe unless he put a ring on it. He's like, well, I guess I got to marry him. So I guess you got it.
How long have you kept them around?
We were together 15 years. Nice.
So a little extra for you. Now, what's the Lanape? Lanya. What's that?
French Cajun. A little extra.
Ah. See, I don't speak French Cajun. I don't speak French. I don't speak Cajun, but I do speak. Well, I guess I don't speak gumbo anymore either. Damn it. Used to speak gumbo. I still occasionally speak crawdad. Mug bugs, yeah. But people don't know how to do mud bugs here, right?
No, they do not. I actually walked in a restaurant
They
and asked
serve them to you on a plate, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
I walked into a restaurant because they had crawfish, and I asked him, and I said, well, how do you fix them? And he looked at me, he's like, why are you asking? He's like, where are you from? And I said, New Orleans originally. He's like,
You ain't gonna like them.
he just shook his head. He's like, y'all are the most challenging people ever. And I'm like, got it. You put the seasoning on the outside. And he's like,
And you don't purge them. So you wind up having mud bug shit and mud bug.
yes.
Yeah. There's a reason why you purge them, so that they, and when you eat them, they're not.
I did find a guy who can get crawfish here occasionally when they're in season, but he's from Thibodeau, and he gets them in. And
It's Fat Albert.
so. Y'all have a great day.
You too. Thank you for sharing. And I really like your sailboat. Well, I don't know if it's a sailboat, but it looks like a sailboat. They are cool. I like that. I just had her. I lost my wife already.
I think she went that way.
And she gets mad when I threaten to tie a balloon to her. Now is this the wife?
This is the wife.
Mine was just here. You saw her standing next to me, and then she abandoned me again because wives do that, don't they?
No, they don't do that. I would never abandon you, baby.
You missed a whole
And she said that. She almost said that with a straight face.
As she walks off.
Yeah.
As she walks off.
Damn. And you can trust her because she said that she was pretty good with that. She said that her eyes did not nothing. Man, you gotta watch her because she's gonna pull the wool over your eyes literally. Hey Ben, are you asleep? Huh? Dang! You are now. Okay, answer me this. Do you knit?
Yes.
Does he interrupt your counting when you knit?
Not that much.
Oh, Ben, I'm ashamed of you. I liked you, but now, okay, I take it all back. You are lucky to be alive, and I'm going to tell you right now, cease and desist your evil ways. That is rude, and you are lucky this woman loves you, or your ass would be 6 foot under going, I don't fucking know what I did. You said 16. That's what you did. You said 16. What's wrong with 16? Because I was counting and you fucked up my count. And therefore, when I was making your supper, I put 16 drops of arsenic in your food. That can happen to you, Benjamin.
Whenever we first started dating, I would mess with her like that. She'll
Yeah,
I ask her a question, and she's like, I'm counting. I say 17, 36, 86, 94, 186.
And you married him anyway?
Yeah.
And you have no marks from where you had a needle stabbed in you. You're a better woman than I anticipated. Lie to his ass anytime you want. Benjamin. I thought you were such a good guy.
I did. I stopped messing.
Oh, yeah, that's like, are you still beating your wife? Oh, blah, 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 blah. Well, how do you answer that? Yes, no. When'd you stop? Don't ever.
Last time you said that she was counting, I was like, whatever. I'll figure it out myself.
I said, you haven't done it in a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Since we actually done it.
Next time he does that, you just get some fiberglass and you take his underwear fresh from the dryer.
No, we need those. We need those.
Yeah.
We need that. I can't do that.
Yes, you can. He'll wash it off. He'll never count again. He'll be going, oh.
Can't do that one.
That's not fair.
See?
I'm an engineer.
That's not fair.
An engineer that can't count.
Right.
Well, you started it. You're lucky that she loves you. I'm telling you, you're lucky she loves you. There's a lot of women you'd already be going, hey, Dave, what? What? Don't I treat you right? No. You count in the middle of my counting. True love does not count while she's counting. Benjamin. Y'all have a wonderful day.
All right, buddy. See you later.
See you. Craft cruises. Okay, where did my wife go now?
Oops, sorry.
Dragonfly fibers and Canon hand dyes. How do you hand dye with a Canon? That sounds incredibly risky. I was in the military. I've used a Canon, and well, I don't dye with them. Well, you can. A Canon, different kind of dyeing, but yeah, you can. That Canon's quite frequently used to dye things, people, things. But so, explain. Gladstone, Oregon. Oh, you're blaming your daughter. So you're just here to be the pretty face that sells stuff for the Canon. Oh.
Right.
How's that working out?
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I just wasn't connected. Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Oh my
I'm the one
God.
that needs
And you
more.
actually admit that. You are a rarity among.
Hey, the truth shall always set you free.
No.
These don't say.
Oh, yes, it will. It may set you free from things you don't want to be free from, but.
Most of them do.
You can sleep so much easier.
It's
I don't know about that because if it worked, we would not have the term fake
Some
news.
say nylon.
Right, because these are all the same base. This is mixed bases in here, so there are a couple. The smooth one.
Truth is the truth, whether you like the sound of it or not.
This one and this one, and then the single ply don't have nylon, but they'll work for intarsia for a little bit.
Just little bits at the top. It's not gonna hurt because they don't ever
A
go
more.
dry or anything.
That's cool. See, the world needs more, and less hate. If the only thing you can do in this world is hate, become an organ donor. Hopefully, it doesn't rub off on the person who gets your organs. You lousy piece of ha ha ha.
They say that people that get organ transplants a lot of times go through a personality change.
Okay.
I've heard that. And then they want to use convicts for organ donors. Wow. This guy only killed 47 people. Let's put his heart in Granny.
There we go.
Granny, don't make me no more cookies.
No, she'll just start knitting. I saw somebody that says something about a 9mm and she knows how to use it and knit their needles or something.
That's scary. I am looking for my wife, about yay tall. And she walked this way. I was told she walked this way. I didn't know that because I was talking and she walked off. Not that that ever happened.
Yeah, she's going, oh, there he goes again. I'm taking off. So.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Well, it's always fun.
You have a wonderful day. Well, it's always fun until somebody gets their eye poked out. Isn't that what our mothers always told us?
Don't run with scissors and needles.
It's always fun until somebody gets their eye poked out. No, it's still fun for me. It wasn't my eye.
Thank you so much.
You guys have a great day. I love the sheep. Well, yes, the unicorn is pretty spasty. A chick that knits. Okay, who's the chick?
The chick is back here.
You're
This
the
is
chick that
Tammy.
knits.
Yes.
I like the name. Tell us about your chick knitting.
My chick knits? Well, I'm a chick that knits.
See, excuse me. How did I know I would find my wife at Treehouse Knits? I said, Treehouse Knits, I know this name. I lost a woman, but I found... Wow, look at the hell. What the hell? How did that happen? Hi, baby.
Look for the neon treehouse sign, and Valerie will probably be with you.
Oh, no, because there's other places that I have looked because I know the name. No. Hi, ladies. Would you like to tell me about Treehouse Knits? She knows all about it, but our viewers do not.
I think part of it is like we like
Very much. It was started in 2020 by Lauren.
Okay, you're too far apart. I'm not that wide angled.
like this is really
Okay. Yeah, get all snuggly and good.
I just want to public speaker. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm definitely the newest and the babyest of
The treehouse team.
The treehouse team. Emily's in charge of all the tonals, pretty much. All the tonals.
So the solid color tonal yarns,
Yeah.
I'm the primary dyer for tonal.
I like the hair.
Thank you.
I'm into blues. I like that. Did you make that?
I did. Thank you very much.
Did you dye it before you made it?
I did.
See, this is all good shit.
Start to finish.
Oh, did you shave the sheep?
Well, I didn't quite go that far.
See, that she can go from shaved sheep to sweater. but neither she nor the sheep would do very well if she was involved in the shaving. So it is better if she gets it afterwards and the sheep's like,
So she spends and everything as well?
if you're going to let her shave me, I'm going to learn to shed.
Well, that's an incentive.
You know, my grandpa once let me shave him, and
He decided that he's going to look like Gallagher.
it was bad. He showed it off.
You're probably too young to even know who the hell Gallagher is. Gallagher was the guy with the sledgehammer.
And the watermelons,
And the
right?
watermelons. Yep. See, you're young and you know that. She's
History
awesome.
major,
Also,
and
my mom loved stand-up comedy.
Gallagher had 47 hairs. He just grew them 3 feet long and curled them. His hair went around like this, and he grew it down to here. And then he would wear a hat and tuck it down until it reached his hairline.
that's a choice.
Everybody makes a fashion statement. I'm old and fat and mine is mind your own damn business. But some people have other statements. Some of them are a desperate cry for help. Some of them you look at them and go, do you own a mirror? No, I'll buy you one. Did you walk by a window? You know, you can catch a reflection off of that. And the problem is some of these people that walk into Walmart and you're going, they walked out of their house, looked in the mirror and said, damn.
But I have been that person before. I went, and then you'll catch yourself once you're somewhere and you go, oh no, I've made a mistake.
I made it here like this.
Did I put on clothes before I walked out?
My hair's sticking up in the back.
I'm playing a prank on people with my hairstyle.
I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice.
Now, there's a gentleman wearing checkered pants, a plaid shirt, and a tweed fedora. Yes, put that all together, and he's strutting around like women should be coming up to him going, can I have your number? I need your address. You're coming over? No, to send the men with the special suit to pick you up and take you someplace. Okay. Do you believe that people eavesdrop accidentally or on purpose?
Oh, on purpose.
I think
You want to find out how many people are listening to you in a grocery store? Tell the cashier this joke and find out how many people around you laugh or gasp. Little girl comes home from school. She goes outside to play and finds her little brother with a shovel digging a hole. Says, y'all know Papa's going to give you a whooping he catches you digging up his lawn. Little boy says, he is not. Burying my goldfish. Like, oh. Then she looks at the hole, and the hole's like 2 foot big around, 3 feet deep. She says, y'all don't need to dig that big a hole to bury no goldfish. He looks at her and says, well, I do when it's inside of your cat. Now, you look around and watch all the people doing that, and now you know who's been listening to you the whole time you've been in line.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
And the people who go, oh, that poor cat, you go, you are an asshole. A little boy just lost his cherished pet because your cat ate it. This boy's pet. And you don't care about the boy. You don't care about his fish. You care about the villain in the story. So, do you have any DC villains you like? I do, actually. Did you watch the movie Joker?
Yes.
Was that not an absolutely beautiful movie that everybody needs to watch and pay attention to?
Yes.
Monsters don't happen. Monsters are made.
Yes.
That I remember.
It was a gut-wrenching movie.
It was beautiful. I love that movie.
And I watched that movie alone, and I knew nothing about it. Well, I knew about the Joker, of course.
Well, yeah.
But
you didn't know anything about like that iteration.
I didn't even watch a trailer.
I had never seen a trailer.
I just walked in and I went, and I watched it alone, and I went, oh my goodness. It kind of hurt a little bit because I was just like, that was powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a movie that you all should watch, probably didn't, it's old, Bloopers. No, Loopers. It's got Bruce Willis in it. And Loopers is in the future. They send loopers back in time to kill criminals before they become criminals. And thus they save a whole lot of people's lives by getting rid of these bad people before they get a chance to be bad people. And then at the end of their term, they retire. And it's called closing the loop. And then the Rainmaker comes along and starts killing all of the loopers and closing their loops for them.
I'm gonna have to watch that. It came out in 2012.
2012. Did that have Joseph Gordon-Levitt in it?
Yes.
Okay, I remember seeing like the ads for it or something because I remember the name, but I never saw the movie.
And it turns out that the Rainmaker lives up to the statement, monsters don't happen, monsters are made.
Yeah.
Because the Rainmaker wasn't always a monster. Once upon a time, he was a 5-year-old little boy who grew up to be a monster.
We're gonna have to watch it.
Yeah.
Good movie. It did not do as well in the theaters as it should have, but if you don't like Bruce Willis, you probably won't like it, but you know, if you do.
I do.
I like Bruce Willis. I feel bad for Bruce Willis because of what he's going through. Very tough road to hoe. But did you find they finally published why Robin Williams committed suicide, and it's even more heartbreaking than the fact that he did it. He had a horrible version of Alzheimer's disease.
Was it Lou Gehrig's?
No, it's worse than Lou Gehrig's disease.
It's where you just forget everything about
Yeah.
yourself, and that's why he did it. It wasn't because it was obviously really, really sad.
But he wanted to die while he knew himself and why his family could still remember him as Robin Williams, not.
I'm getting goosebumps because every time I hear about Robin Williams, it's like because people think, oh, he was just sad and killed himself, but no, he knew he was going to go down in like a matter of a month or two.
It just eats you up like 5-year-old in cotton candy.
Yes, it's so fast.
That's awful. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I loved Robin Williams. He was such a versatile actor. He could do. He could go from 8mm to Mrs. Doubtfire to the Jack. All of them great movies, but totally different parts of the spectrum.
Yeah.
We
talked about that recently with Robin Williams about his dramas and comedies.
It was just so talented. But I think I lost my wife again. I keep threatening her with a balloon. I keep waiting for her to say it's Fat Albert. She's going to come up with something new here. Especially since Bill Cosby's persona non grata just about anywhere he's at. And that's a shame that all the good that he did in the world, and then that's going to be his legacy is, hey, look, I'm rich. I can date rape anybody and go to prison for it. Oh, shit. Guess you can't.
Cables eat the yawn.
I keep threatening my wife with a balloon, and one of these days that's going to happen. And here it would have to be a very tall balloon.
A very, very tall balloon.
Even I could get lost in here. It was a pleasure to meet y'all. Y'all take care.
You too.
Oh, I was going to tell you something else because the Alzheimer's thing just made me remember. Do you like Stephen King?
Yes.
Stephen King wrote a book with Richard Chalmers, Gwendy's Button Box. That was the first book. And then Gwendy's Magic Feather is the second book. And Gwendy's Final Mission is the third book. And Gwendy's final mission, she has to save the world, save the universe, but she has to do it with Alzheimer's. kicking her ass, making her brain freeze and forget who she is, why she's here, and she has to do it in outer space.
Ooh.
So you have to read the first 2 books to get to the 3rd book so it all flows together, but they're very good books.
But it's worth it to get there.
It's worth it to get there. It helps if you like Stephen King, but I like Stephen King. I think he's a very versatile author. He's written a lot of different stuff. You got to wonder what does he have nightmares about it. This is the stuff that he just thinks up to write. What actually scares Stephen King? Well, last I knew it was Donald Trump. I said that you're going to edit that shit out. My wife has to edit me a lot.
I've heard some stories.
Well, if y'all ever watch A Visit with Nana and Papa, some stuff makes it through. And, okay. She was talking about short hair, long hair, and her hair was somewhere between short hair and long hair, so it's schlong hair. And she, you see?
Alrighty then.
And she missed that when she was editing. And the number of comments that we got about schlong hair, I'm dying here. And see that look, that's priceless. I love that. Schlong hair.
Oh my God.
Well, it is. It's short, long, schlong.
That is a choice of words.
Those are 2 words that were put together.
Yes.
Yes,
Hey.
I love it.
Well, that's the best comedy when it's organic.
Yes.
And you just don't know.
Well, you know, everybody likes organic until they have to eat the shit that the mushroom grew in.
Well, yep.
Just saying. Oh, there's still black stuff on my mushroom. Dust that off. Oh, I'll rinse it. Whoa, you're a dumbass. We don't get mushrooms wet. Mushrooms and water, no. You ever see anybody water a mushroom? No. You don't do that shit. You have a little trickle system that goes down and gets the dirt wet. Mushrooms do not respond well to water. They go bad very quickly because mushrooms hate water. They're like 5-year-olds. Go watch.
Only like V8.
The only way that you will ever get a cookie again in your life is if your hands are clean. And if you go and ask Nana for a cookie, I will never let you see Nana again. Go watch. I hate you. Oh, damn, you're not even 13 yet.
How are you?
I gotta go find my wife.
I just got here. I need to walk around.
If she comes back here,
Is it good?
I'll say you were hunting.
sit on her.
I'll find a balloon real quick.
Oh, I don't want you to be in trouble. You go tying a balloon on that woman, and both of us are going to be in trouble.
Oh, I'll blame it on you. It's not gonna.
Oh, I don't mind. I get blamed all. If there's ever a nuclear war, it's probably going to get blamed on me too. It might even be my fault. You never know. I don't think I have that much pull, but I could test the theory. Okay, baby doll. That is a beautiful sweater. Did you make that?
I did.
That is cool.
Thank
What
you.
is the name of the pattern?
Half Moon Tea by Dragon Horde Designs.
I think my wife has that in her library.
There you go. It's a good one.
I like that. I'm gonna tell her to make that. That is cool. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Valerie. Okay, I've been over there. Oh, now that's cool, a drop spindle. It's not every day you walk up and see somebody making inventory.
Okay.
Now, did you buy that from the booth down over there? Because they have, yeah, see, I recognize that because I saw them earlier and I was like, those are some pretty cool drop spindles. Washed mohair locks. You know, I watched the Three Stooges and none of that looks like Moe's hair. What hair he had.
I know, it's like, it's like,
The Knitting Buddha. Check it out. Excuse me.
That's the question. I love it though. I think it's because I grew up, you know.
Y'all were at IHOP this morning, weren't you?
Yes.
That's true.
Vendors that have, out of the kindness of their fiber heart, donated yarn
it could be wrong.
for your dating
Gary
purposes.
knits, Gary rides, you guys.
Go back
Yes,
there.
yes,
Have a
yes.
date. See who you fall in love with.
When?
Their ball band
She let
or
us do
with the
the
yarn
thing
so
with
you
Gary
know where to
knits, Gary
go.
rides.
Make the final commitment and make your purchases.
Sorry.
The thing with Gary
And
knits,
because
Gary
we love
rides.
to get people FOMO,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
we have light boxes for you to go take pictures.
They did a
for friends.
colorway for one of his knit alongs.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Gary's a nice guy. Very big heart. Very big heart. I'm about ready to have to sit. My feet were not doing good before you tried to kill me.
Do you want to sit in here or you want to find somewhere else? Head that way. You want to? Oh, I got one more that has to be caught.
Well, let's finish the tour then. There's not much left.
The one I have is back there.
Chaining while spinning, if they do chain flying, they're going to
Oh yeah, it's an email with me automatic. Yeah, thank you. I might be back. Okay, sounds good.
Purple Lamb, you too.
Thank you.
Fiber Lady.
Baskets are beautiful.
They are. Hey, they could spin your shit for
They
you.
did.
They did. Where is the Kai Wen booth? I didn't see her.
I promise we'll go. It's right across from
I just saw you doing this and said, oh, look, they could spin your shit for you. So they already did. So thank you.
Thank you.
Hello? I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I love it though. Like it's gross, but I'm like it's a memory stick, you know.
they are right across from Treehouse.
Chaos Fiber Company. So I'm expecting Maxwell Smart to pop out any moment now. I like you because you knew that.
That's right.
You are awesome.
I know him.
This is Abby.
How are y'all doing?
We're doing all right. Okay, I'm lying. My feet are killing me, but I'm doing all, well. I have neuropathy, so it's especially not happy every day. But I've started at that end, and I'm here now.
Well, then you're making a good progress.
I
And
cannot.
There's chairs down here, so you're almost to the resting point.
We sit down, we're done.
Yeah.
Ain't no sitting. No sit. Okay, what, baby?
This is Savvy Skeins.
Okay, Savvy Skeins.
Remember my blue and yellow mittens, fingerless mitts?
Yeah.
That's her yarn.
She said that you are the source of the blue and yellow mittens.
That's because I got your yarn from the shop in San Antonio.
Unraveled?
Yes.
The blue bonnet?
Yeah, only because I follow you. And you said if you want it, you need to go here. But it was the first time you released it. You're a cutie pie.
Okay, where else?
Oh, we gotta go down here.
We're running out of juice. I thought you were charging a phone, but apparently they were not charging a phone.
Yeah, because I couldn't find a place to charge.
Look at that smile. That is a beautiful smile, Diana. Thank you for sharing it. And your fuzzy friend?
It's Diego.
Diego. That is a good name, because if I spoke Spanish, that would be my name. So you rock, dude. And I'm not a saint, so no sand, no. I couldn't even be good enough to be a half a saint. Oh, there's my babies. What are you doing? What is that on your arm?
This is threads
Why?
for Christy
Why? Where did you get it?
at Busy Peach.
Ah,
And it's embroidery flash.
I see that.
This
Neighbor.
is Neighborhood Fiber Company. She's out of Baltimore.
I mean, probably not helpful for you, but really cute.
So you met her when you were at Maryland Sheep and Wool?
No, I did not.
You did not. She's from Baltimore, and you did not meet her at Maryland Sheep and Wool?
I bought yarn from her shop when she was there.
That makes me tired.
She had to come all the way to Texas to meet you when you were in her own town. You're dedicated, I tell you.
Thank you. Yeah, hey, you know, I travel. I gotta travel.
Have yarn, will travel.
Yeah.
That's right.
Otherwise, how do I meet people who are gonna buy the yarn? Can't just stay put and expect people to find you.
Well, true.
I mean, if it gets to that point,
I like that sweater.
surprised.
Did you make that sweater, or did somebody make that sweater for
someone
you?
made it for me. I have
They are
a
very nice.
wonderful sample knitter, and she's
They did good work. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful color too. Did you dye that?
yes.
You see that? See there, you can claim that. That's
Yeah.
I like that. That's good stuff.
This is my yarn. This is my sweater.
Carita.
Yes.
Good job, Carita.
Thank you.
And that's it. That's all I care about. As long as you talk to her, I'm good.
David?
That is a good smile. I like those glasses. What a cool
you.
shape.
I
What-
really enjoy them. I like all my glasses are some version of like cat eye, and I just look for different kinds of cat eyes.
Where did you get them?
I got them online.
It's Fat Albert. We know.
For those interested in exchanging stitch markers, you'll head over to the table that's right across from Stunning String Studios.
There you go. Yeah, no, Zenny.
That's what I was going to. Now, do you ever get to go to movies because you're always on the road hawking yarn?
I don't go anywhere anymore.
Okay.
It's more, but it's less because I'm always on the road. It's more because I'm a 5-year-old. I'm like, movies.
Yes. Yeah. Social life, things like no.
Single
Okay.
mom here. Yeah. No, I do get I get some weekends off. And I honestly, like, the best part of them is just being in the house by myself.
Attention in the vendor hall. We
Well,
just
see,
had a surprise donation from
I tell everybody because Zini is who sells them. If you get your glasses from Zini, you can get 3D clip-ons that fit right on your glasses, so you don't have to wear a second pair of glasses. It's a third the weight.
Because I don't really go to movies, but when I do go to movies, it's because it's some ridiculous thing that has like 3D and you only want to see it on the big screen. And my brother has arranged it as an entire family trip. And
so next time you get glasses at Zini, you may not be old enough for the progressives or any of the special lenses.
I'm right on the edge. My doctor's like, if you remember to take your glasses off when you're doing close work, you can probably get another year before you need bifocals.
So when you go to America's Best to get your eye exam, you get your 2 pairs of free glasses, you get your distance glasses, and get them in a frame that you can duplicate at Zini, and then get your clip-ons because they make the clip-on to fit your frame. So that you don't have little tiny glasses and big ass clip-on goes over the side and you got so
go check out her demo.
and if your brother's into movies, tell him AMC, A-list. If you see 2 movies in a month, you have already paid for A-list.
He should do that.
So you can get the other. You get 10 more movies for free.
But they have his in-laws live close by and are always like, please let us keep our grandchild. So
oh sure, here.
Whereas my mother-in-law is still in the workforce and works 3 jobs because she has to stay busy. Oh yeah,
like
you can check out over there. Thank you. Okay.
Now we need to let you make money. So power to you.
Thank you.
Good job. And you look lovely.
Thank you.
What else do we have here? Oregon woodwork. Okay, what do we have here?
You need to smile and you're taking pictures of our products.
Videoing it to say, see, you can find this here.
Look at all of this beautiful wood. These are the people that made the beautiful wood. Peter, I'm assuming that you are the master technician behind this, or is it actually the lady beside
My
you?
wife makes all the bags. She's a great salesperson, and she's my support. So,
And you make the spindles and all of this?
make
Good.
those. I have a helper. We have a son and grandkids that help too. So it's a small family business.